folks, and welcome to another episode of Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. I am super excited. I have Sophia Coulanges here today. She is going to be talking about self-care. She's a self-care expert. So, Sophia, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Miss Kimberly.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited to be here today.
Well, I'm glad that you carved time out of your day to be here with us on the show. Before we get started in self-care, tell us how you became so passionate about this particular area.
Okay, so growing up, I never really took care of myself. I really oftentimes put other people before me because I never understood like my value, my purpose, my worth. And it was always, you're never good enough, right? So it was hard for me to take care of myself being that way, right? So I was a tomboy. I did the baggy clothes. I never did really like to do my hair. Still really don't. However, right, we have ways around that now. So with that being in mind, I always wanted to not be seen. So I really never took care of myself, right? Because how you are, what you do with yourself is who you become, right? Like if you don't feel good, you're not going to dress good because you don't feel good. Right? So I never felt good. I never liked myself. So self-confidence was lacking. So as I grew older and then I started to understand my voice, I started to understand my power, right? And how showing up has an importance for me and how showing up not only have an importance for me, but the effect that it has in others. I wanted to take care of that person. And I felt like I owed it to myself to take care of that person. So I started to do things. That was important for me, that made me feel good, right? Despite of the word curses that were attached to my name, despite of the labels that was attached to myself. So I was like, I no longer want to associate who I am with that person. So I started taking care of myself. I started to dress up, started to learn how to do makeup. So it's the little things that I started to incorporate in my everyday. Like I did my eyebrows. I would go out and get my nails done. I would go out and do my toes. And I started to feel and become the woman that I know that when I present to the world, they're able to see that. And self-care, it's not about having a lot of money or, it's simple things. Taking time out to carve out of your day to read a book that you enjoy, to meditate, to listen to that music, to go dancing, if that's what you enjoy to do. In my free time, I'm either journaling, trying to figure out what's next, getting my nails done, making sure my face is clear, getting facials, because those are the things I like to do to make me feel good. Because if you feel good, you attract what you are, right? Like it's like a light, like you attract that very same being. Right? I want people around me that can push me. I want people around me that can motivate me. I want people around me that can help me grow. Right? But if you don't take care of yourself, you're not able to attract those people. You attract the toxic people.
So is it as you invest in yourself, even with time, it doesn't have to be money, correct? Time and care, then you value yourself more, and then you attract people who will value you as well?
Yes, that is correct. As you invest the time in yourself and who you are, that's when you are able to exude that light. That's when you are able to have the confidence you need to step into that light.
Beautiful.
So that's how I became it. I started to invest my time in me, right? I owed it to me to become everything that I didn't get when I was a child.
Okay. Now you're helping other women as well and men.
Yes.
Okay.
I think self-care is for everyone. You have to take care of yourself in order to become who you are.
Isn't it true that on the airplanes, they say, put your mask on first before you help somebody else?
Correct. Right. So my mask is fully on. So I think I have the breath in the being, in the strength in my lungs to help somebody else.
That beautifully said. You're a poet. I love it. It's really, really fantastic. So, Sophia, if people want to work with you directly and learn a little bit more about self-care in your programs, how can they do that? You can
go to my website. So I do have a website. It's Sophia Coulanges. My last name is spelled S. Hold on. Sophia is Sophia. Coulanges is COULANGES.com. You could find me there. There's a page where you could register, get email information, and then you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So that's where you can find my handles.
Fantastic. So Sophia, thanks so much for carving time out of your day and being with us. Before we let you go, any final words for our crew?
The one final word I could say is step into your light. Whatever you do, shine. No matter how dim you think your light is, shine.
Oh, words to live by. All right, folks. Well, Sophia, thanks so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, Ms. Kimberly.
My pleasure. And that's another episode of Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. Cheers.